Okay, so here we're looking at objective number 1 for lab number 4. We're using a potentiometer to turn on or off an LED using the analog read value from the potentiometer. Let me demonstrate. You can actually see it there. Well, let's turn it. As I turn the potentiometer up, the light comes on at a certain point. This is a pretty simple wiring. We're just getting power from the pins, power and ground from the pins, going over here to the pot, and then we're going to analog 0, and we are outputting on digital pin 3 to the LED light. So from here you can see the serial monitor. When it's above 400, when the value is above 400, the light is on, and then when you get below it, it turns off. And the same thing is going back up. So the code, basically we just set LED pin and sensor pin to the appropriate pin positions, and then we turn on or set up the serial monitor at 9600 bits per second, set pin 3 as output, and then from there we just read and you do an analog read on the pot, then that writes to the serial monitor, tells us our value, and from there we just turn on or off the LED using an if-else statement. So now we're looking at the line tracker. Now this is wired up pretty much the same, actually exactly the same as the potentiometer before it. I even left the LED in there just kind of as a visual example, but I'll show you it working here. You see over the white LED goes out, over the black the LED goes on, and then also the serial monitor here, black line, white line. Black line, white line. And as far as code goes, same thing as the potentiometer. Just set up serial monitor, set pin 3 as output, and we're just, instead of just turning on the LED and writing the sensor value to the serial monitor, we're writing a white line or black line detected to the serial monitor. But basically the same thing. Here we have 2 LEDs and 2 push buttons. The push buttons are wired in here with pull-up resistors, and what should happen is if you press one LED will turn on. If you press both, the other LED will turn on. So over here we have the integers for the output pins and input pins, and we set up the inputs, the outputs, and we have these variables here that hold the button states when you press them. Basically, just then we have our if-else statements that say, you know, which what to do when the various buttons are pressed.